Hey everybody, The Great Escape here, and we are finally ready and fully prepared to take on the Wither.
Hone your skills. Look, boy, you in the danger room. Yeah, you in the danger room. Come on now. It's like a dream. Everything moving fast, but you moving slow. Change the tempo. Watch, we on time. Hey, now you know. Listen to the rhythm we giving them. We bringing it with passion. Smashing. You should just move to my groove. Case in point. Watch how I improve. Then the automator is ready. You know we're hater, a music motivator, and I'ma show you later. But right now we getting down. You ground, cause I surround your sound. With rhythmless raw rhymes that really will get ya. Do your silly crew like a Philly and I split ya. Hit your hard style showing out. Exhale long and blow 'em out.
So the Wither's down, and it is good to be back on the world of the Into the Nether. If you're happy to join me today, drop a like and a subscription down at the bottom. But today's episode, we're going to finish up the Nether portal. If you joined us on the live stream, you saw that I began work or continued work on the Nether portal and finished all but one side. So we're going to knock that out here at the very, very beginning. But first, I'm going to do a really quick 1 hour time-lapse mining session in the Nether to gather up some quartz, because I'm going to need lots of quartz eventually, so join me on that. So everybody, I'm back, and if it's been about a week because I was away traveling with family and things and seeing them, and it's so weird traveling right now with the coronavirus. You see people taking it very seriously, and then you see people taking it not so seriously. And there were definitely a few times where I saw some people freaking out about being asked to wear masks or things like that, and it's so weird. But it doesn't bother me to wear a mask. I just like to do the thing that's going to help the most people. And if scientists or doctors are saying that that's the best way to potentially prevent the spread of a disease, I'm going to go ahead and try to do that. Especially considering that I had to be with family and things, but. We're back on, and we've got some big plans for today. In the episode, we're going to finish up that Nether portal, and then my hope is that I can finally build up some kind of piglin trading zone or trading area. Hunting quartz I spend about an hour hunting quartz, and then I get maybe a shulker box full of quartz afterwards or whatever. But I'm going to need and just quartz, not quartz blocks. And I'm going to need a lot of quartz for this build. If I decide to continue building it out of quartz, I might switch over to concrete, because at this point concrete might be faster and easier. But trading with piglins does allow you to gather concrete, so it might, or not concrete, gather quartz, so it might be something worth looking into. But we're going to try to get a piglin area up today. So let's go ahead and wrap up the time lapse for today. And it's great to be back, and I'm happy to see everybody, and can't wait to read your comments down in the comment section and discuss the episode. So let's go ahead and end the time lapse and get right to our building. All right, so in that 1 hour time lapse, we got about 17 whatever stacks of quartz. So let's pile them up and see how many quartz we get from that. All right, so I've got all the quartz here in this little shulker box, and it was about a shulker box and a few stacks. In the interim, my game crashed, and I had to re-get some things that were lost, so that was fun. And here's all of our quartz blocks. So again, not a lot of quartz blocks. If I'm going to be building out of quartz, and that's in an hour I get less than a row of quartz blocks, this is going to take too much time. So we're going to have to see what we're going to do about that. But like I said, the game crashed, and the game has been crashing a lot lately, and I'm just really concerned about the stability of Minecraft. I've currently lost now 2 donkeys. Fred and Fred the Second have both died or disappeared due to game crashes. I had some items that were sitting on the ground, and when the game crashed, they went away when I reloaded the game. So I'm really worried about losing everything. But here we are back over at the Nether portal. And as you can see, I've got 3 sides of the Nether portal done, minus the base isn't complete on all those 3 sides. And I'm going to go ahead and finish up the last side and complete the base today. Now, that won't be done with the Nether portal because this is all going to be on like a floating island out in the middle of this area, but I have to dig out all of the area around it. So that's something that's going to happen over time. But let's go ahead and put everything together and finish up this Nether portal. Alright, so here we go. There's the finished final 4th side. I've also got the base in on all 4 sides now. And it is looking great. I love this design. I'm really happy with it. I think the small touches of the blue and then using the red netherite brick fences, like that's really cool. Like this side maybe needs a little bit more in this area. It's a little gray there, but other than that, I think this is looking really great. And I still haven't figured out what to do with the roof yet, so there is no roof. And so I'm kind of playing around with different ideas there about what to make that and how to make that look. But let's zoom around here and you can get a better look at the other side. And as you can see, like, yeah, nothing up here. But I was playing around with kind of putting some campfires up here so that there'd be like smoke drifting off of the top, but I don't know how that would look. But that's kind of what we got going here. So let's move on into our next project for the episode. And these are the guys that I'm looking for, and there are way too many over there. It would be nice to just completely fill in a piglin bartering area in one go, since there's what, 10 piglins there? Yeah, I was waiting for them. They just killed a hoglin, so I was waiting to see if they would do the dance, but they did not do the dance. They're just hopping around, kind of like patting each other on the back. I don't know if they do a victory dance or if they just hop around. There's also another hoglin that they're just ignoring, and now okay, they're not ignoring it. They're coming after me. Okay, let me go this way. Well, maybe I guess I could run back over to where I'm going to be setting up my piglin bartering section and see how many of these that I can get to go back with me. I've got a few. Oh gosh, they're like swarming. Okay, let me run this way. I have nowhere to go. I don't actually know how to get back over there. Yeah, I've definitely lost them, but that's okay. This section is great because hoglins spawn here, so I'm literally like, my food is just overflowing with cooked pork chops, which is great. But finding piglins and getting them back over to my bartering area is going to be fun. Alright, well here's 2, well 1 that spawned. There was another one, but I don't know where he is. And there's really close to where I'm trying to set up my farm. So maybe if I can entice him to run this way. It's really far back to where I want to set up the piglin base. I'm sure there's a closer space where they're spawning that I could pull them in. But I know that this Crimson Forest exists and it's connected back with a tunnel, so it's easy. Oh great, random slime in the middle, or magma cube. Alright, coming through here. Okay, he's still chasing me, that's good. I'm gonna need some blocks to block him in, so let me grab some netherrack here. Oh gosh, no. Okay. Get out! Get out of the lava! Why does the lava move so quickly? Move! Get out! Get out! Oh my god, that was... Oh... Okay. That was really close. Oh no. The piglin. Did he die in the lava? I mean, I almost died, so if he was in the lava, he maybe... Oh... I don't think he made it. Okay, I'm going to build up the area first and then get a piglin. Alright, so this is what the area is kind of looking like, and I'm realizing now that where the piglins are going to go, none of this is going to get seen, so this is kind of a waste of a build, but I really like this. I'm not sure if I like having the roof and the floor different like that. It's maybe a little too busy, but I love that back wall. The way that they've changed using walls, that they're now interconnected with no space in between them, it really gives a ability to make some really cool detail and depth in your walls, and I love this floor. And kind of makes it look like everything's interwoven, which is really cool, using the polished basalt. Not sure how I feel about the ceiling, but it is looking cool. But I've got pretty sure that where the piglins are going to go is about here in the build. And, oh, this needs to be 1 block wider, I think, because that's not even, and that's going to drive me insane. There's no way to make it even unless, yeah, I think I've got to make the whole thing 1 block wider. Yep, it's even, and yeah. So this whole thing has to be expanded out, but that's fine. I can do that. Where the piglins are actually going to go is going to kind of hide most of this, so I don't know why I spent the time building up this area and making it look all pretty and nice, but it does look pretty and nice. And I'll redesign the area once I get the piglins in here anyway, so that'll be okay. But I'm going to go ahead and expand this up and then finish it. Alright, so now we've got space for our piglins, and we can go ahead and start putting things in place and building this up. I'll build some of this in place. So okay, these are where the piglins are going to be standing. So I've got my hoppers pointed there. No, wait a second, this is wrong. The hoppers need to be 1 block up, so hold on. Alright, there we go. Now we've got the hoppers in the right place, and so that's where the piglins are going to be standing, and I probably should have built this first before I built the room, because I'm probably going to have to make a lot of changes. But I'm going to place a block here, and I need to get a comparator output from these hoppers. So pop a comparator behind each hopper, and that's just going to activate a redstone signal whenever something passes through them. So when the piglin drops whatever they're bartering with, then it'll activate and it'll kick out another piece of gold. So it's purely based on how quickly they barter with the system. And then I'm going to need a block behind each of these comparators to carry the signal, and then how did I design this? I think with redstone torch. I think because the dispenser needs to be 1 block up above that space. It doesn't need to be right there. All right. Anyway, let me think about this. Okay, so this is the caging area for our piglin, and then I'll kind of build this space up because this will give me a better idea of how I need to structure the overall design. Yeah, none of this basalt is visible, so I'm going to take out all of it so I can use it later on for something else. And that whole back wall is probably wasted too, but I'll leave it for now. Alright, I love this instant mine in the Nether with everything, basically, even without any kind of beacon or whatever. Let me fill in these holes so I don't keep falling into them. And, okay, now, looking at this, let's see. I'm going to make it, try to look at as pretty as possible, so each of these are going to change over to blackstone, because those are going to be visible, I think, for the most part. Alright, and then this is not in the right spot, because that's where the this will look better. Yeah, too much blackstone maybe. And then there's going to be a row of hoppers in front of this at this level as well. But I need to just keep building this up. So these are each of the cages here, like this, and there'll be glass in front as well to kind of block the piglins in, but where you can still see them. I'm also really afraid that with the amount of things that have just kind of despawned, even with a name tag they've despawned, that I'll get a piglin in here and then it'll just despawn. So there's that worry about it too. But we've got our zones here. And so now I just need to get the hoppers in and the droppers dispensers, and the dispensers are going to go pointing this way like that at that level. And so I just need to pop one of those in at each section like this. What is that Enderman doing? Like begging me to look at him. Alright, so I'm only kind of going for 5 spaces right now. I've tested this out in a creative world, and this is going to get, even if I had 5 piglins in here and they were all trading all the time, it would get super backed up. So really, like, 3 is probably enough, but we're going to go with 5 if I can catch them. And we're going to put our line of hoppers here, going this way. Eventually, this is probably going to get replaced with individual... this Enderman. It's going to get replaced with individual chests kind of for each piglin, and then maybe from there going into some sorting system or something, because again, like I said, all these hoppers are going to get backed up, and because of the way the system works with the using the tracing the what the hopper is doing, it could potentially stop the system from working, but that's all right. So our storage area is going to come over here, and I think I brought a lot of chests over, but maybe if I go down like 5 and have 5 double chests, that might be more than enough for now. We'll see. Yeah, I think I want to go down 1 more. Nope. Breaking a chest with a pickaxe is, great way to spend your time. Like that. And then we just need to get our hoppers pointing into those chests. If you've seen a piglin trading hall, like 5 double chests is probably not going to last very long if I have 5 piglins. Like, it's just not going to... I've got enough hoppers to do 1 more, so I'll go ahead and do that. So that's our kind of trading hall as it's set up right now. Pillar back up here. That was too far. All right, and I can't reach the bottom chest, but if I drop down, yes, I can. Good. All right, so that works. So there's our storage area, kind of fully there, and then our piglin trading area is here. So now it's just a matter of getting the redstone up and running. And so, let me see. If I pop that in, let's see, let me put something in the dropper. No, I need to get the redstone running before I do that. I don't know, it's like trying to build like live on camera is always super like distracting. So, alright, so let's go back here, and I know I built this with, there was a redstone torch, and then I think I used a little torch tower to kind of power everything up. So if I put a torch there, and then, let's see, where are my torches? No, that's not gonna work. It's not a redstone dust, because that's gonna power the dust, but it won't power that block, I don't think. No. Okay, let's go redstone torch here. That activates that. And then a block on the redstone torch. Okay. And then if I put another block on the back here, okay, good, that turns that one off. And then if I put a block there, there we go. So now if something passes through, it should... There we go, kick it out. Sweet, cool. All right, so that works. That's a good, easy system, and I can build it all the way down and make it work. So let me go ahead and do that, and then we'll see where we are with our design. Okay, everything's working, and now I've got my two little piglin friends here, and I'm just trying to get them to chase me back to... Where's my thing? They're gonna kill each other. They keep shooting each other. I've built little bridges. Okay, come on, buddies. Let's go. I think if I had done ones that were carrying swords, they wouldn't kill each other, which would be great, and they would just chase me. But now I've got them trying to shoot each other and me. Alright, so here's my tunnel. They did not follow me into the tunnel. Is this... No, that's not it. It's up here. Okay, let me try to get them to follow me in there. Well, there they are. Come on, guys. No? Is working with piglins going to be like the new working with villagers? Well, there they are. Okay, here, look. This way, guys. Come on. Come on. You like gold, right? There's some gold. They just get this blank stare in their eyes when they see gold. Okay, there's some more gold. You don't see that? You don't see that gold? There you go. Quit shooting each other. Alright, here we go. Now, okay, I've got them in the path and they're gonna follow me through. Come on, come on. What? Why did they stop following me? Did they despawn already? Oh, this is super frustrating. Okay, there's one there, but I don't see the other one. This is super frustrating. Okay, so I decided that the best way to show this was with a time lapse because this took forever, but the guy did finally follow me. It took some... I'm gonna throw some gold at you. Oh gosh, he kept running around corners and disappearing, but he did finally follow me enough to get into the area. But then I realize now that the way I built this is not easy for getting a piglin into it, and so there's a lot of back and forth and jumping in and diving around places and trying to lure him with gold, and it was a mess. But it was ultimately effective, I guess, and so we have our first piglin in the space finally, and there he is. And so if I kind of come up here, and I need to close this in so he doesn't shoot me from the side, but there he is, and I'm gonna pop in some gold into the system and activate it and see what we can get. I think we got a half a stack of gold, and let's see what we can get out of him. Alright, there he goes. The system is working, so he just picked up the gold. He should drop the item that he traded. There they go. Soul sand goes through, and immediately another piece of gold kicked out. Perfect. The system is working. So I'm going to sit here and trade with this guy. Well, I guess it's not really trading. The system's trading for me, but I'm going to trade with this guy until the gold runs out. I think I said, like, I had like a half a stack of gold. I've got a lot more gold back at my base, so I can come back in and trade with him more if this works well. But I also want to get another guy in here, but I'm really afraid that when I go away that he'll just despawn. Even if I put a name tag on him, he'll despawn. I'm gonna name them. So if you have suggestions for the names for my piglins, please drop them in the comments, because I love naming them, the things that you guys suggest. But once I get this all filled in, it should be really efficient, but again, despawning problem. Alright, so after, I don't know, it didn't take very long to go through a full stack, and this is what we got. So that's looking good. I've got the crying obsidian I need to rebuild my portal, or the sections of my portal that I wanted to have crying obsidian, so that's good. There's not a lot of quartz, so I don't know if this is going to be the best system for getting quartz, but it works. I'm going to work on trying to get the other spaces filled, but if you enjoyed this video, please drop a like down at the bottom. If you really liked it, please subscribe and leave a comment. Like, all those things definitely help the channel and help it grow and grow. But this has been The Great Escape, and I will see you next time.